it's Melissa with Sincerely Creative Mom. We are going to make a bow just to go on a package. This happens to be an empty box, but it's going to serve as our pretend package. And we just wanted to bring you a nice and easy tutorial for your packages. So how I like to do it, now let's just pretend this was wrapped, but how I like to do it is I like to cut my first piece a little long so that I can create a bow and then tie it to the top. So I'm not creating the bow in the package. I'm doing it and adding it to it. So I'm just going to bring these up and make them kind of even and wrap this around our package. So nice and tight. I'm just going to grab and make a nice tight tie. And if you wanted to, you could add another one, but I like to leave that kind of open so that the whole thing can kind of just be slipped off. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to hold my ribbon. I'm going to drop this over here. I'm going to hold my ribbon and just continue to make loops until my little hands can't hold them anymore. Now, if you use Easy Bow Maker, you can use as many loops as you want. I like to do this part in hand just because it's a single ribbon, and then I don't have to like put them down and put the ribbon down, pick it back up. So I'm just going to keep them in my hand. I'm going to have my tail just kind of come off so it would kind of match what we have going on over here on the other side or on the other tail. And then I'm going to hold that, and then I start with the center loop. Because this is just a little box, I actually want the bow to just sit right on the top and be a nice big, nice big bow, take up a lot of real estate. So I'm gonna imagine how big my loops on the bottom are gonna have to be. And let's say on this box, let's say they're gonna have to be about roughly 5 inches. And so we're gonna start a little bit smaller than that. So I'm gonna take my ribbon and just pinch. And then this is very similar on both sides. It has just a little bit different on the other side and the back side. So I'm going to treat it as if there's a pretty side and a not pretty side. So I'm going to twist and loop. Now I'm starting, so let's pretend this is the top of my bow. So I'm starting from the top and working my way down. So I'm going to pinch, twist, loop. I'm going to eyeball that, make sure they're about the same. And then I'm going to do a couple layers that are just the same as that length. So pinch, twist, loop, pinch, twist, loop, about the same, pinch, twist, oopsie, twist, loop, pinch, twist, loop. So I have 3 the same. This one doesn't count. 3 the same, and then I might go 2 more, just a little bit bigger. Pinch, twist, loop. Just a little bit bigger maybe. Pinch, twist, loop. Pinch, twist, loop, pinch, and twist. That's about all my hands can hold. And I think that's just going to be just fine. I'm going to pinch here one more time. And then I'll cut this baby off. I am going to suggest that you use a zip tie to hold your bow together. That way, when your loved one opens up their gift, they can, keep this bow, because, some people like to use bows, and then it can be reused. You can use it again. Okay, I'm just going to zip tie that, hold it nice and tight. Nice and tight, nice and tight. As tight as I can. I'm going to cut that off. And I am going to go ahead and dovetail my ends. I'm just going to cut, I'm going to fold it. I'm going to cut on the fold up towards the edge. Now, before I do anything else, I'm going to add it into our package because I want this ribbon to go around where this is. So I'm going to put that right in there, nice and tight, and then just crisscross, just tie a knot. Just like that. And then I am going to trim these so that they're not kind of going over the edge. You can leave them as long as you want. In my opinion, I like to have them just a little bit over, not too far. And then I'm going to bring that center loop up to the top. So it kind of fills in there. And then I can just take our ribbons over here and spread them apart. And do the same thing on the other side. Beautiful, beautiful bow. And I might make this one a little bit shorter. Anyway, here we go. Super cute, super easy. And then they can slip it off the edge. If you prefer to have the ribbon going this way and this way, like a crisscross, they could, you know, they're going to have to maneuver it off a little bit. And they could even cut this ribbon and your bow wouldn't come apart. They wouldn't be able to use it, obviously, and attach it again, but, you know, they could do that and your bow would not come apart. So super cute, super easy. I typically, when I'm making a bow for a package, I typically do try to use a single ribbon so that it's, you know, it's complementary to the wrapping. It doesn't kind of take away from the wrapping because sometimes the wrapping is also ultra cute. And so that's all I have. That is it. I hope that your packages this year are beautifully wrapped with nice big bows. And let us know if we can help you in the future. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.